TXHSGBB.com here with a new little Friday fun we like to call it, Talk to a Coach Friday. And joining us on the line is none other than the man, the myth, the legend, the one and only Mark Myers of Lampasas. And Coach, how are things in beautiful Lampasas?
Well, it's going pretty good. It's just really difficult not having anything to do, So, and I don't know about all that legend stuff.
Oh, come on now. So, Coach, you have had a pretty good career so far, but overall, last season it turned out to be an okay season, a little bit down since y'all were a little bit younger in comparison to the season before. But overall, when you take a look at last season for the Lady Badgers program, what are some thoughts you can put into it?
Well, it was surprising, and as you said, we only had 4 girls back from the previous season, so we started off not expecting a whole lot, but knew that just the third year in the program we would be better. But man, we started off playing really, really well, and right up into Christmas, we were doing extremely well, and then we just kind of puttered out there when it got to district, and we still made the playoffs, and for the third year in a row. It's a big deal in Lampasas just to get into playoffs, but it really wasn't. It didn't finish. It didn't feel. We won 25 games, but it didn't feel like we won 25 games. And you can see in the girls that were our expectations. It just wasn't where we wanted to be.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, and just looking at the whole coaching ranks as it is, and we had a legend retire not too long. Joe Lombard announced his retirement there, but overall, I don't know if you're big of a active leader like stats guy, but overall, you rank overall in the whole entire state, you're ranked 4th in the state for career wins behind some pretty good other coaches too. But overall, it's kind of how does whenever you take overall, when you kind of like soak it in whenever you get the chance to, what'll be some of the biggest, I would say, big time moments you will reflect on in your career?
Well, are you about a specific game or just overall accomplishments?
Overall, kind of basically more of what kind of moments that kind of led you to the point where I like some basic like some or we can just flip word it to the biggest. Who are some people that have made it shaped your career as a coach?
Okay. That sounds good. Yes, sir. So, well, first of all, when I wasn't surprised when I saw that Joe Lombard at Canyon retired. I kind of got that feeling when they hired his son as one of the assistants, and he's certainly an inspiration to every basketball coach, boys or girls. That record of his is just insane. He didn't even, in all those years of coaching, he didn't even have 200 losses. That's just absolutely incredible. Another big influence on me when I was younger was the head girls basketball coach at Waco Midway, and that was Reggie Davis, and he was a big influence as well. Also, I don't know if you remember him, but Mr. Ballard, Alton Ballard, who was the guy who started TABC, was a friend of mine. He was a elementary school teacher and taught my wife, and then I've knew him for years. And we actually, when we lived in Waco, we lived a couple blocks away from him. So those would be big influences on me. I don't really keep up with, it's people ask me how many games we've won and stuff. We have to go back and try to look it up. I don't really keep a running total, but we can go back and research that. And it's a huge honor to be number 4 like that. It's just incredible.
Yeah, absolutely, and of course, it sounds like some pretty impactful people. Even though, I'm still a little bit further young, I would say. So you're kind of a little outdated me by a whole lot in terms of basketball knowledge. But overall, I've been seeing the social media stuff, and I like the social media side of things where Fallon's either helping you like demonstrate a drill or something. So. When it comes to basketball passion, who would you say would have more, you or Fallon?
That's a good. Now, everybody may not know who Fallon is, but Fallon's my daughter, and she played for me. She was in the varsity for all 4 years at Cedar Park High School when she was there, and she still is one of the top all-time shooters in Texas basketball history, and she did not want to be a high school coach. She but she didn't like hearing all the things you had to deal with as a coach, and so she actually works in for a construction firm and runs the payroll department there. But that child helps me all the time. I mean, just all the time. And then she coaches our Lampasas girls and makes them better outside of the regular high school season. She helps me with my select program. And as you said on those video things, I'm impressed that you're watching those because we post it. That's a lot of work, but we get together and we post those videos to give all of our kids, our Lampasas girls and our select girls, something to do during this time period. And, you know, what we do is that I'll have Fallon demonstrate a drill, and then we'll video that, and then we'll send it to 3 or 4 of our girls and say, hey, do this. And the parents are just ecstatic that their daughter has something to do that day. You know, and so they'll go out and they'll work on that drill, and then they'll send it back to me, and then we'll post them all together. So I think it's a tie in terms of amount of passion between the two of us. You know, I don't know that. I always worried that at some point Fallon's going to get too old and you know, want to go do other things. And but she helps me when the season's going. She helps me all the time. Outside of the season, she helps me all the time in select ball.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's a lot of fun to watch. Honestly, I like those videos a lot. Well, that's for sure.
I'm really impressed that you knew who she was. That's very.
Well, yeah, it actually started whenever I looked at the record book myself and I saw her name on there. I was like, I wonder if she's in relation with Coach Myers at Lampasas. And I kind of did my research. I was like, okay, that's her daughter. That's his daughter. So I kind of put the pieces together a little bit there. And then, of course, the realignment has come and gone. And, of course, y'all moved from Region 4 to Region 1. Whenever you first kind of saw that district alignment, were you surprised?
Well, I actually kind of sort of saw it coming, you know. It was when it actually really happened. I had to admit, it was a bit devastating, simply because, you know, of the amount of driving, the amount of travel. I'm used to being in a bigger city, and I'm used to not driving very far. And it's a lot of travel for us on a Tuesday night. And I know that those schools in West Texas have been doing this forever, but I haven't, you know, and so that's a bit of a surprise. Region 1 and 4A, in my opinion, is by far the toughest. Now, that region may not win state every year, but from the top teams to the bottom teams, it is the toughest. And then our district next year, I don't know if you actually looked at that, but there's only 5 of us, but all 5 of us have made the playoffs the last 3 years in a row, I think. I'm pretty sure that all 5 of us won at least 20 ball games this last year. And so it will be an extremely competitive girls basketball district.
Yes, we did a realignment deal on our website, and we listed that district as the toughest district in Texas.
Oh, wow.
And so,
I need to look at that. I'll look at that in just a few minutes.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and I've been talking to coaches. I'll talk to coach in that district, and it's saying, keep an eye out. That's going to be a brutal district for sure.
Right. Somebody is going to be really good and not get in. It's going to be like the old days when only 1 or 2 schools would get in, and you had these great schools that didn't get in because UIL only took 1 or 2 schools at that time. So it's going to be like that. One school won't get in, and that school that doesn't get in could win a couple playoff games, you know. So it will be a very tough district.
Yeah, absolutely. And then finally, Coach, we head into Austin for in your neck of the woods in November. If we come to a Lampasas game, what are some good eating places to go to?
Okay, well, the place that everybody talks about is Storms, which is it's a drive-in with serves hamburgers, just traditional American food. As far as sit down place, if you're looking for Italian, that would be, gosh, I can't even think of the name of it. Golly, they sponsor me too. I can't think of the name of it. But the Mexican place is El Rodeo, which is fairly close there. And Giovanni's is the Italian place. So so to sit down, it would be Giovanni's or El Rodeo. And then for fast food and stuff, it would certainly be Storms. But if you do come watch one of our games, you're going to be surprised. Man, we draw a lot of fans. It's just unbelievable. I think this will be my 30, and I gave a little consideration to retiring this year, but we're not going to. But this will be my 38th year, and I think out of the top 5 crowds that I've ever got a chance to coach in front of, 3 of those have been at Lampasas in these last 3 years.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, I will have to keep that in mind. Arrive early.
Yeah. And we have a big gym. The seats over 2,000 people.
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. Absolutely. Well, he is Coach Mark Myers of Lampasas, and hopefully, like everyone else, we will get through this COVID crisis where we can finally play basketball in a gym soon.
Yes.
So,
looking forward to that.
Yes. So, Coach, appreciate your time, and of course, best of luck to you in this coming season, and hopefully we'll get to see you pretty soon.
Sounds good. Thank you.